Hey guys, my name's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be giving you my top tips on how to start your YouTube channel in 2021. To give you a bit of background, I started a YouTube channel called Brainbook back in 2017. And 4 years later, we've hit 100,000 subscribers and more now. And a lot of the things that I learned at the very beginning, I learned through trial and error. It was very frustrating and difficult, and I don't want you to go through the same things. So I'm going to be giving you my top tips. Now, firstly, one of the main reasons why people never succeed with a YouTube channel is because they have a lot of fear over starting. My number one tip is don't be afraid of what people are going to think of you. I was a young neurosurgery trainee in London, and I thought, people are going to think, why is he getting into YouTube? Where's he getting all this spare time from? What's the point of it? And I just thought maybe people are going to look down on me for it. Now, 4 years later, Brainbook has turned into a charity. It's all about public engagement and science communication. And we never, as a team, would have had the opportunities that we've had without the YouTube channel. So I guess one of the main things that I would say is you have to try and overcome the fear of putting yourself on camera. And it is a big fear, you can't underestimate it, but you can't worry about what people will think about you. At the very beginning, your channel's going to be super small, you're going to have very few subscribers, very few views. You'll have a lot of opportunity to try different things, try out different styles, get better on camera, improve your editing, and so on and so forth. And, you know, it will either really work for you and you'll be really good at it and your YouTube channel will take off, or it will peter out. But until you overcome that fear of putting yourself on camera, you're never even going to have a chance and give yourself that shot. A lot of people think I'm really extroverted and that this is all natural. Believe me, it's not. Talking to camera, talking to a lens like this is really, really difficult. It takes a lot of practice. There are so many cuts and bloopers and things like that that you don't see in the background. If you really, really struggle with it, then you can talk in the mirror, you can talk to family members or friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever you want to do. Just practice talking to your friends about something that you really enjoy and then get it on camera and publish it. Honestly, no one will care about your first videos. My first videos didn't even have me on camera. It was me just doing narration and voiceovers. And doing narration work or voiceovers for kind of stills videos or something that you've got going on in the background, that can boost your confidence once you start to see your video on YouTube, getting subscribers, getting views, and that kind of thing. The second point is that a lot of people don't want to start a YouTube channel because they don't have good gear, good equipment, good audio, things like that. Yes, later on, it will become important if your channel starts to get hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But until that point, you're going to have to make do with what you have. And I wouldn't suggest going out and buying a £2,000 camera and a £1,000 lav mic and a £500 light. You'll see a lot of that on YouTube. You don't need it to get started. The first videos I made were using a GoPro, and at the beginning I didn't even have a microphone, so the audio was atrocious. And that's something that I do want to pick up on later on. I used a GoPro, I got a separate housing for it. It was a Pulu's aluminium frame. And then one of the first things that I got to attach onto it was a little microphone, a shotgun microphone. And I picked that up for something like £40. And that was one of my major costs at the time. I had a little handheld tripod, I had my GoPro, and I had a little microphone. And I used to walk around the hospital filming myself. And that's how it started. It wasn't until many, many, many videos later and a couple of years later that we got the camera that I'm filming on now, which is a GH5. And believe me, even with a semi-professional camera, it causes more problems sometimes than benefits. So start small, start with what you have. Key thing is make sure the audio is good. you can get away with rubbish video if you've got great audio. And honestly, spending that £40 on a little external mic that plugged into the GoPro was the best £40 that I've spent on equipment in general. So you need to invest in something, some kind of external mic, whether it's a cheap lav mic, whether it's a shotgun mic that you stick on top of your camera, anything. The rest will follow. Number three, there are a lot of excuses that people come up with, and a lot of you may know that this is my second channel, this is my personal channel, and I spent ages and ages planning and making excuses and not starting. My wife said to me, "You have been planning this channel for ages and you just keep coming up with excuses as to why you're not starting. I don't have good enough gear, I don't have good enough audio, background's not good." I mean, look at this background. Christmas lights, a blue light, and a plastic mannequin that I just found at work. You know, it is what it is. Don't spend the next year planning your first video. Just get it out there. It doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's giving you the experience of video editing, filming, talking to camera, setting up where you're filming, anything, just get that video out there. And it's like a really good confidence booster and impetus. Stop making excuses like I was doing and just get started. And that's another reason why I wanted to make this video. It's me getting started in my channel and finding what I want to talk about, which leads me nicely on to point 4, the niche. So you'll hear this term bandied around in YouTube communities, and a niche is what your specialty is going to be, what sets you apart from the rest of the crowd, what you want to drill down onto. For me, with BrainBook, it was a neurosurgeon in training talking about neurosurgical procedures to a general audience, essentially science communication to the public. That is quite niche in itself, and that's why it had very few subscribers at the beginning, but it's branched out and turned into its own thing. We tried lots of other stuff and then came back to operative videos and talking over them. For your channel, one of the advice that you'll find on YouTube about finding a YouTube niche is really confusing. You'll find some people saying you need to plan out what your niche is going to be and make a really strong plan to reach your end point of being either someone who specializes in social media, or someone who's going to only do tech reviews, or someone who's going to only do vlogs. Now, that's problematic, because what you may find is that you drill down and try to do something that you think is good and is going to be your niche, but actually you get bored of it because you didn't try other stuff that you might enjoy more. So for me, I've got quite a few things that I like and want to talk about. I want to keep vlogging in the hospital, so you're going to see vlogs on this channel. I like videography and film. I'd love to do little feature films that go up on the YouTube channel as I improve my video techniques and skills. I also want to talk, like in this video, about how to make a YouTube channel and how to boost your channel's performance and how to just get better at doing it. So those are 3 really, really different things. So my tip will be, when you start, just make the videos that you want to make in whatever topic that you want to make them. So what I would say is ignore a lot of the bump that you get about drilling down and finding your niche really quickly. Before you've even uploaded your first video, you don't know what is going to be popular on your channel until you start putting the content out there. You may want to vlog for the next, I don't know, few months and think that that's what you want to do, become a YouTube vlogger. But then you pop out a video about how the Instagram algorithm works and you really enjoyed making it and it got 100,000 views in one day. So at that point you might think, well, look, I wanted to be a vlogger, but actually this other stuff I'm making is really popular and I like it more. So I'm going to go that way. Leave your options open, and then later on, come down to a point and find your niche. So the other thing about So the other thing about starting a YouTube channel is people don't realize how tough it is and how much work it requires. The full-time YouTubers, the people I look up to on YouTube, like Mark Bone, Peter McKinnon, Matti Haapoja, all of those guys have got a full-time YouTube job. It is what they do. And they will all say, and if you watch their videos, they all say that it's constant. You're constantly filming B-roll, filming A-roll, figuring out ideas for your next videos, editing. There's so much that goes on in the background to create one video. And for that reason, I think a lot of people will put up a couple of videos and they'll get, 100 views or 500 views, and they'll get a handful of subscribers, and then they'll realize, wow, this is a lot of hard work. It requires constantly improving skills that you don't have, that you need to really, really get better at, like editing and talking to camera, things like that. And then I'm doing all of this work, put up this video, and only 20 people are watching it, and I've got 5 subscribers. And because of that, people quit. They just say, well, I didn't get 1 million subscribers in my first week, so this isn't going to work for me. It took 4 years to get 100,000 subscribers on BrainBook. And at some point, some of it is luck, some of it is hard work, but you can't improve your chances of being lucky, if that makes sense, if you don't have output and if you don't create the videos. We created a ton of videos up until a couple of years ago, and then one video was picked up by the algorithm, went viral on Lad Bible, and then after that, the channel just boosted. We were getting thousands of new subscribers every month, thousands more views, and obviously that's a peak and then it comes down, but you do get to this critical mass where there is a higher chance of things just suddenly boosting for you. I'm not going to say that that's going to happen to everyone. It's happened on the BrainBook channel once, and that was it. But that once was enough. So if you quit too early, you're not giving yourself a chance, and you're not going to be successful because you're a quitter. So if you start something, at least give it a good shot. And I would suggest at least giving it 1 year to 2 years to see where you stand. My second to last tip is when you're thinking about your YouTube channel, and like I mentioned to you about the 3 things that I really like, so vlogging, filming, and YouTube, you need to think about what it is that you have that nobody else does. With BrainBook, it was simple. There aren't really any neurosurgeons vlogging on YouTube. So I don't know, there may be others. I haven't really come across them. But that was something that I could provide to the YouTube community that nobody else really could. It's very different in other realms of YouTube, like tech reviews, gear reviews, vlogging, family vlogs, that kind of stuff. There are a lot of people doing it now, but you need to kind of figure out for yourself what it is that you can provide to your audience that nobody else can. And a lot of the time, the secret is that special sauce is you and the way you speak, and, whether you're someone that swears a lot. Some people swear a lot, some people are super funny, some people are super educational, some people can blend all those things together and they've got the full package. But just find what that special sauce is for you and really play on it, okay? Because that's what's going to make your channel special, and that's what's going to make it grow. Finally, my top tip is stop watching this video and do it. You can literally get your phone out, film a selfie video like people do on TikTok. Look at TikTok. It's full of really, really shit videos, but they get thousands of views and people get thousands of subscribers because people are just making content, because that's it. They just want to do it, they put the video up and they let it go. Forget about the last one you made, make the next one. Just get your phone out, make a selfie movie of yourself talking about something you like and put it up there. That's going to give you the confidence, it's going to give you a boost, and it's just going to make you enthusiastic to make your next videos. So After you finish liking this video and subscribing to my channel, get off YouTube and start your next video.